So Taurus, your week commencing the 3rd of February forecast does have some contrasting strands. There's a lot of idealism at the start of this week as your ruler Venus aligns with both Neptune and the North Node. Now Neptune and the North Node will be together for the whole of February, and in fact as February goes on, being guided by your higher purpose is going to become much more important. But this week can give you some immediate opportunities in a more practical, worldly way. Part of the reason for that is Jupiter on Tuesday, the planet of fortune, goes direct after 4 months of retrograde. If you have been finding that you face some financial headwinds or finding it much more difficult to stick to a diet that you may have set yourself at the turn of the year, Jupiter going direct can just help the energy flow. But Jupiter also links brilliantly with both the Sun and Mercury. Now they're in the part of your chart to do with your worldly interaction. So communication around a contract, a possible job, or some services that you've got that you feel have value could be something that really goes well for you. But also your ruler Venus moves on Tuesday, but it moves into a very deep psychological part of your scope. In terms of romance, if you're in a relationship or you've been seeing someone off and on that you're not 100% sure about, Venus moving into the 12th house gives you time or the desire to think very carefully about what you really want. But it also can be a time when you start to link up with someone, but perhaps in a very confidential, perhaps even secretive way. Now Venus is going to go on to link to Pluto by Friday, and that link to someone could be someone you know through your worldly interactions. Could be through your work. It could be someone who's older or younger than you. But also, Venus linking to Pluto could see you researching your options professionally and perhaps even discussing the potential with a person in another organisation. So you could put some feelers out in a very discreet way with Venus's link to Pluto. But the quarter moon in your sign on Wednesday is interesting. If you're someone who is quite comfortable working in institutions, big organisations where there is a construct and there's a pretty set way of applying your knowledge and your skills, I don't feel that that quarter moon is going to be so much of an issue for you. If you're more of a natural bohemian, it could ask you to think very carefully about any job offers or opportunities that may be coming up, because they may call out to your pragmatism, but they could pulverize your idealism. And idealism is going to become more of a theme as this month goes on for you. So just be mindful of that. If there is a job there that looks interesting, maybe the package really is attractive, ask yourself the question, are they the people? Is it the right kind of environment where you can prosper? If you're someone who's much more orientated towards self-employment and creativity, this quarter moon is reminding you to stick with what works for you, because eventually that will give you what you truly need. Now, by the end of this week, the Sun applies to Mercury. That creates a conjunction where the two planets are unified. The Sun, of course, is one of the luminaries, but Mercury is about how we think and how we communicate. And it's blessed in the sign of Aquarius, to be honest. This is a sign that some astrologers say there is a technical exaltation, but it also rules the second decan. So your ability to discuss nimbly but shrewdly any opportunities that are there, perhaps with a potential client, customer, employer, or share to people your talents in a more visible way, is really going to glow up. So that's a tremendous opportunity for you. So I think this is a week where you are being asked to stay tuned to how you deeply feel about things. That idealism is important, but there are a lot of financial opportunities here. But if a relationship isn't quite working for you, that's an interesting change with Venus diving so deep, it could point towards your need to separate if it really isn't something you see for your long term. It's been a pleasure being with you, Taurus. Have a great week. If you've yet to watch your deep dive February forecast, please see the link below. And remember, you can get your half price personal 12-month forecast, but also life roadmap reports, the combination of them, totally unique to you, fired to your email. Please see the link below for more.